Zaddy. It's like Zaddy's like when I like run into one of my homeboys, I'm like, what's up, Zaddy? Zaddy, one of my like homeboys though. None of that, just like he's a Zaddy. Like he looks like a Zaddy, like when he's shirtless.
Jack Harlow has taken the world by storm in the last few years, from seemingly nowhere. I mean, really, does anyone remember him before COVID? All of a sudden, this curly-haired dude was singing on everyone's For You page.
What's poppin'? Don't mind me just watching.
Yeah, this trend sucked. Nobody asked for this. At first, I was confused. Who the hell is this noodle-headed lasagna-looking man asking me what was popping? Well, I wanted to figure out why the hell this flirtatiously handsome man was all over my screen at night. So I hopped onto everybody's favorite college source, Wikipedia, to learn more about him. It turns out he was born in America's most forgotten megalopolis, Louisville, Kentucky. I don't think I've heard of anything good coming out of Louisville, if I'm being honest. I mean, if you're a horse, it's pretty cool. And I guess if you have a literal horse's mane on your head, it works too. He moved to Shelbyville and made the fatal mistake to start rapping at the age of 12 and made his first ever mixtape called Rippin' and Rappin'.
This is why I'm hot. This is why I'm hot.
This is all well and good, but by God, look at that girl's face. She's terrified. There's some Arby's onion ring hat wearing mega-sized 7th grader talking about whacking off in basketball. Needless to say, this was the peak of his career. And the peak of his hair. But unfortunately, he decided to continue rapping and somehow got signed to a record label called Sonablast, featuring big names such as the CD Seeds, Lucky Pineapple, and the Douchebags? Da Bitches?
Da Vinci?
He did some other gigs around Louisville, Shelbyville, and he actually performed live for Portugal. The man, not the country. He moved to Atlanta and gave up on music to pursue his true passion in being a Chick-fil-A employee. He was finally putting his true skills to use, serving the good people of America their chicken and half-baked bread for $41.72, and damn it, he was a talented employee who valued his work and found happiness in his career. Then Dumb and Dumber came along and signed this pube-headed, no, I will not stop making fun of the tumbleweed he calls hair. They signed him to a bigger and better label, Generation Now, which by the way has Lil Uzi Vert signed for some reason, and took his passion right out of his hands. Jack went on a brief period of depression after being separated from the chicken wings he used to cook most of the way, but not enough to ensure prevention of death. But then he remembered he was gonna get fired anyway because of the unusually high amount of golden-colored pubes exceeding the amount of sesame seeds on the buns. He was forced to make shitty music for money again. After screwing around with some mediocre music, he finally came across a song that would complete the hypnosis of underage kids on TikTok. What's Poppin'? It took off, becoming an instant viral success, poisoning everybody's For You page with a simple piano riff that was so trash, it attracted the ears of Lil Nas X. Lil Nas lured him in with a promise that if Jack would feature on a song, Nas would pull some strings with Chick-fil-A and get him his old job back. Jack was in tears. He had never felt so optimistic before. All the years of suffering and depression, he would finally find the part of him that would make him whole again. Industry Baby was born and became an instant viral hit. But to Jack's dismay, Nas revealed that he only made the song to garner attention from Taylor Swift. Jack Harlow is a terrible musician, but even he would never stoop so low as to listen to her music. He was heartbroken and once again resorted to making noises for scraps. Bob Ross would release his latest album, once again proving his clear incompetence of making good music. For reference, let's compare him to the greatest artist to ever walk this earth. John Mayer. Number of platinum records, Jack Harlow, 7. John Mayer, 19. Number of gold records, Jack Harlow, 6. Yeah. John Mayer, 11. Number of pubes on head, John Mayer, 0. Jack Harlow, certified hairball. Taylor Swift stated, Jack Harlow, 0. John Mayer, surprisingly 2. It's clear to see the difference between an actual artist and a shitty fake one like Jack Harlow. But it's much more obvious to see the clear depression and pure agony due to the music industry stripping him away from his true dream of being a Chick-fil-A employee. Additionally, a recent controversy arose on Twitter when this video surfaced of 2 men carrying Harlow over dirt to avoid getting his shoes muddy. It's clear to see exactly why the fans were upset with this video. It's because the Queen is still alive! How is she in this video when she's supposed to be dead? The Queen has duped us, faking her death to conceal the fact that she really is immortal. And Jack Harlow is one of her henchmen, helping to hide the truth. You have been exposed, Jack. With all that being said, Jack Harlow has been through a lot. Being born in the armpit of America, terrifying innocent children, being stripped away from his true dreams, being featured on a Lil Nas X song, and almost being in direct contact with Taylor Swift. Loyal viewers, I have a confession. This video is actually a fundraiser. For every like this video gets, I am personally donating $10 to Jack Harlow so he can finally get a hair transplant so at least he can have some resemblance of a normal human being before he eventually turns into the Joker.